Nyched was born from a frustration with traditional social media. I watched over a decade or more, hoping and waiting for more functionality for the user to have the power placed back in the individual's hand, because I've been a programmer for a long time and I know what is capable of technology, but as I waited, things didn't change, and my frustration grew and developed. One of the core beliefs of mine that I developed over that time was that if you see a problem, you are uniquely qualified to fix that problem. So I took it on myself to provide an alternative, to create a new solution, and I created Nyched, something that's completely different from social media, something that no one had ever seen before. And at its core, what I did is I put the power back in your hands. And right now we're running a beta test that you can interact with and you can help drive the future of what Nyched looks like. But at its core, that's the main difference. Social media puts themselves at the center. Nyched and human interaction platforms put you at the center. Nyched is unique in what it brings together and combines into one place. The first and most important thing is removal of things that just don't work really well on social media. So I remove the algorithm and I remove the gatekeepers. So there's nothing in the way between you and the information that's being shared on the platform. Because of that, there needs to be someone who determines what you see. And the best person to do that is you. So I put in an in-app reward system called Stardust that allows you to be rewarded for good content and allows you to take that and then spend it on other good content. Finally, the last really important thing is I'm a fierce free speech advocate. And you really can't be a free speech platform, in my opinion, if you're going to have algorithms and gatekeepers in the way. If there's people, moderators, admins that are their role at the company, the platform's company, is to decide what you see. That's not free speech. That's not the way the world works. We get to share information freely out here in the real world. I can tell you anything, you can tell me anything back. I don't have to send it through my overlord watcher before it gets to your ears. So those things in combination make Nyched a completely unique and new type of experience. Niches are the component of Nyched that is the most unique and the most important, and it differentiates it from any other platform that's ever been out there before. Niches allow you to have the customization over your feed. It gives the power back to you because they're curated topics that allow you to interact with them. They're required to be on each post, and what that does is it gives you the ability to filter information out that you want to see or that you don't want to see. So without niches on the post level, you wouldn't be able to have the control that I've given you inside of Nyched. Something that's always bugged me about social media is that we aren't truly their customer. There's no way for us to give feedback, no strong way for us to give feedback, or any recourse to them for making any of the decisions that they make. And they make all of their money because our eyeballs are in their platform 24/7. So they're a quantity over quality type of platform or business model. So it was really important for me with Nyched to at least provide a way for you to not just be a user, to not just be a cog in some wheel that I invented to satisfy my investors or something along those lines. So I provided a subscription model, which my hope is to have that be one of the main ways I create revenue at Nyched. And it also makes me accountable to you. And it makes me be in a position where I need to listen to what you have to say. Now, I don't need a subscription model or your money to be able to do that. I want to hear your ideas. I want to listen to what you have to say. But I put a mechanism in place, a check and balance in place so that in the future you have the ability to have a say, to be heard by the company of Nyched. This makes my success uniquely tied to your satisfaction. This is how regular businesses operate, And it was something that I thought was good about brick and mortar establishments that tech companies needed to adopt. So I chose to adopt it. Currently, Nyched is in beta, and all that means is it's in a testing phase to work out all the kinks and all the bugs, and you have the opportunity to be a part of it. Because my main focus is on you and what you want to get out of this, I wanted to go a different route in terms of creating capital for the initial startup costs. So the beta only has 100,000 slots open, which is not a lot compared to other platforms that are out there, right? You've got millions and billions of people on other platforms, which one day I hope Nyched is there too. In order to be a part of the beta, it does cost something. You come in at the subscription tier. Now it is discounted at 50%. So you're not paying the full price for it. And since you're an early adopter, you get locked into that 50% discount forever. So far, we've had a fantastic response from everyone that I've talked to and everybody that's gotten an opportunity to see what Nyched is about. Everyone's super excited to get more people into it and have more potential human beings to interact with online. And you can be a part of that. You know, at the moment, the goal is to get the word out. So if you can't join the beta or you don't want to invest the time in helping develop a new type of platform like this, I just ask that you consider sharing these videos. Watch more of these videos. All of it helps us get the word out so that we can be a grassroots movement that gets a platform out there into the hands of individuals. The beta needs energetic people like you to come in and utilize a platform that might have a couple of bugs in it and help me develop something that is awesome for everyone. In the future, I hope to create things like being able to follow and block specific niches from specific users so you don't have to eliminate or follow just a user in general. We all have different interests, and sometimes all of our interests don't align with one of our friends. As a beta user, you should be willing to give your feedback and opinion because I want your insight. I want your ideas. I want your thoughts. I want to make this better for everyone. I want to make this a platform that when you come onto it, it is curated so specifically to you that it's everything you ever hoped and dreamed for. And that when I hop onto it, the same thing happens for me. But we can't both want the same generic thing. So we have to have these future customizations that come into play. And the only way to do that is through your help and through your ideas. I believe that you should have control over your online environment. I think that you should be at the reins. You should get to at least have a say. You should have functionality and filters and things that you are able to do so that you can control your experience and your feed online. So you get to determine what information makes it to you. Nyched is going to be successful, and I hope it's with your help. Through removing algorithms and gatekeepers and adding an incentive structure, putting niches onto posts so that you have the ability to control things, those are the things that is going to put Nyched in a position where it can compete with all the other platforms that are out there. Nyched is the world's first human interaction platform, and it is totally within your control. To learn more, go to beta.nyched.com. And if you like this video, give me a like. If you have a comment or an idea, put it in the comments below. I'm going to be reading them, and I'm going to be using those ideas to help push the future of Nyched. And if you like this video, stay tuned for the next one. It's coming up right now.